DJ Hess.
What's going on, guys? DJ Hess here, and I'm playing another gameplay here on Resistance, and I think this is, I don't know if I'm playing Domination or Ground War. I guess we'll see here in a second, but I do decent in the game. I go 48-9, and unfortunately we still lose the game at the end. Tried to clutch out some flags, but didn't end up working out. And anyway, I'm using the Predator missile attack copter and the Reaper. Reaper, I have to say, is a pretty fun kill streak to use. It sometimes doesn't work as well as I think it should. And maps like this one, it's difficult because there's so many buildings. But I guess I don't know, it's just a preference. Sometimes it's fun to use, sometimes it sucks. If you can get a lot of multi-kills with it, it can be useful. But it's not as powerful as like the AC-130, obviously, because that thing throws down. Anyway, in this gameplay, I figured I'd want to pose a question to you guys, and that question would be Mila Kunis or Jessica Alba. And that is a funny question. I actually tweeted this like a long time ago, and I figured I'd make a video on it. And I'm gonna do this kind of a regular series like this, like just not necessarily a who would you rather, but just simple one person or the other. So in this one, I'm again going over Mila Kunis or Jessica Alba. So it's a tough call, right? Like they're both obviously beautiful women in Hollywood. If you don't know who either of them are, then I apologize. You're gonna have to look them up because but anyway, Mila Kunis is the voice of Meg on Family Guy, as well as she was in she's been in a lot of movies. One of them, I guess the one that really put her on the map is forgetting Sarah Marshall, and that one she's like plays like the front desk girl at the hotel or something. But she's super cute in that movie, and she also was on that '70s show, which was a TV series. And then most recently she was on Black Swan, and that movie did really well. But unfortunately, I think she's just gotten too damn skinny. She used to be a little bit like not fat by any means, but she was a little bit bigger. And but now she's just like Hollywood skinny, and it's just not as attractive as at least the way she was, in my opinion. But she's done lots of big things in Hollywood, and I think she's the next. Like I've been saying this for a long time, I think she's the next like big thing that's gonna hit Hollywood, because she seems like she has this like a pretty great personality, and she seems like the type of person that's just gonna be able to make it big. Not only can she be funny like from Family Guy, but then she can turn it around and do serious roles like in Black Swan, which I have to admit I have not actually seen yet. It's one of those movies I just haven't had a chance to watch yet, or I guess it lacked interest. I mean, fucking Black Swan, I don't know, but supposedly it's a really good movie, and I do want to see it. Now, on the other hand, then there's Jessica Alba. So Jessica Alba has been in many things. She was on Dark Angel back in the day, the TV show, and then she's done other things, movies, and she was in Sin City, and I don't know. She's just been in a lot of some romantic comedies, some I guess more serious movies. But the thing about her is she's not like noted as a very good actress. Like Mila Kunis is like actually, especially since Black Swan kind of put her on the map, she's not noted as an actress per se. Then again, I'm talking about Jessica Alba. So with that in mind, it's like it's kind of crap, because she's always going to be like the one to fill a role, but it's never going to be expected for her to have like a big acting career. Because she has a great acting career, but she's not going to be taken seriously. She's not going to get like an Emmy or anything like that for acting. And I think it's kind of sad. I mean, I don't know much about that side of things, other than, I mean, obviously she helps the screen because she's really attractive to look at. But I think she's of like half Mexican descent, and then Mila Kunis is like Russian. I know she speaks Russian fluently, and it's kind of entertaining. But anyway, so yeah, that's just the little tidbits about each individual that I kind of have known or seen. Jessica Alba actually met back in the day. I frequent the Nike employee store because I'm able to get in there and get handfuls of stuff from the employee store. And one day, like a long time ago, this is like when cell phones just came out. And I touched base on this like on one of my older videos, but one of the times I went to the employee store, there was a girl there, and she had like kind of like, I don't know, it was like blondish, dirty blonde hair. It was a nice little javelin fail. I always do that shit at least once a video. She had like dirty blonde hair, and she had these like kind of baggy pants on, but they were like baggy, but they're not like, they hugged up in all the right spots, and it was pretty awesome. And I just seen the girl, I was like, dude, that chick looks like she's like a superstar. I didn't put the finger on like who it was, and then all of a sudden, I don't know if you hear that, my dog, that's Chloe snorting at us again. I don't have that severe breathing problems, but anyway, so she was at the employee store, and then I was like, I asked one of the staff members, like, who is that? I'm like, I know who that is. I'm like, I know that's somebody, and they're like, oh, that's Jessica Alba. I was like, oh shit. I was like, no way. So Nike policy is you can't go up and bug the people because like as an employee you're not supposed to bug the celebrities because there's a lot of celebrities and athletes and stuff that frequent Nike, and a lot of them come through the employee store if they're in town, and just like her being in town, so she was at the employee store, but I wasn't an employee, I was actually a guest, so I was like, oh shit, okay. So this is when cell phones just came out with camera phones. I had one of the first ones, and I was like, do you think I can get a picture of you? I'm like, honestly, like my friends won't believe that I ran into you. And she's like, yeah, sure, no problem. And so she like smiled for me, and I took a picture. And then she's like, oh, I have a camera phone too. And I was like, oh my gosh, it's so hot. It was hilarious. But that was my encounter with Jessica Alba, and she was like a super sweetheart, and just really just nice and pretty much down to earth, and not anything like you would have expected. I think she shook my hand at that point, and then I didn't want to wash my hand for like a week. But then she went on her own way, and that was at the time. This was a long time ago. This was right when Honey was coming on. I don't know if I already said that, but this is so her hairstyle was from like Honey, which she changed it up quite a bit from her normal look, and that's kind of like what she looked like. But I'm telling you, it's like as soon as like a girl from Hollywood walks in the room, you kind of just tell, even though you didn't know. And she had a personal shopper helping her around and stuff like that. But yeah, that was a good experience. So she's always, and I think I just took, yeah, I'm pretty sure I just took out my attack copter right there. Not the thing to do with the Reaper. Shoot your own copters. If it's not red, don't shoot it. But anyway, so that's like always a tough one. So I'm like, oh, Mila Kunis or Jessica Alba. I'm like, those are like, that's like comes down to two of my favorite gals in Hollywood. Because Mila Kunis is the it girl for now, and I think she's gonna be even bigger, movie star wise, just because she has a lot of shine. And I've been following her for a long time. I mean, she's just always had that look, and I think Forgetting Sarah Marshall or whatever that movie was called was the one that really put her on the map and just made her look like the girl next door that's super fun. The only downside with her is her voice is super annoying. Like she just has I mean, I don't mind her voice because I like Family Guy and the TV show Family Guy. If you haven't seen it, it's effing hilarious. And she plays just like ugly little looking girl. It's pretty funny. But anyway, so that's it. What do you guys think? Leave it in the comments below. Just leave it in the comments below and say Jessica Alba or Mila Kunis, and let me know your thoughts on those. Both of them are, again, highly attractive Hollywood starlets, and but I'm gonna do this series from time to time. It's actually something that's funny because it's something I've done on Facebook, on my personal Facebook page for a long time. I'll just put like a retro one where I'll match up two older actresses next to each other, or two older supermodels next to each other, and then people will just comment on my Facebook, like actually my friends or my DJ friends or my friends from the nightclubs and stuff, where they'll just answer and say, oh, so and so, or they'll answer either way. So that, I don't know, that's where I kind of started, and I was like, oh, it'd be kind of fun to do a series like this on YouTube, and then you guys can discuss as well, because it's just kind of fun, I think, to do. So hopefully you guys like the idea, and you can see right here, we ended up losing, unfortunately. It was too far gone, and I should have run over and grabbed the B flag, but Didn't end up happening, and we ended up pulling the loss here. And one of my subs, I think they're a sub. I don't really know. Maybe they unsubscribed, but they're like never post a loss. Well, but I'm like, dude, if I have a good gameplay and just because I lose doesn't mean I'm not gonna post it. This is one of those examples. I mean, I personally had a pretty good game, and I capped flags. I wasn't overly aggressive, which I probably should have been. So maybe it could have flipped the game and we could have won. But I still had an overall decent game, and it was worth posting. I thought, especially since I don't think I posted one on this map yet. So with that said, I decided to post it. However, I do agree though, like it's not the best to post games where you lose, and I do have a couple clutch victory games that I posted that you guys can check it out if you haven't already. And I don't know if that's my third or fourth attack helicopter that I gained that gameplay, but I think one of the games I already posted, I have 4 attack copters. So this is definitely a good kill streak to be running with the Predator missile, attack copter, and then Reaper. It's fairly easy to get once you get 1 or 2 of them, and they kind of build on each other. Right there, I wish I could have drop shot that for that win, or for that kill. But 48 in 9, and that's the end of the game. If you guys like the gameplay, the commentary, please go ahead and subscribe if you're new to the channel, that is. And if you guys are my old subs, thanks for checking out my video and watching the video. I really appreciate the support. And yeah, let me know again in the comments below. Who would you rather, Alba or Kunis? Anyway, have a good one, guys, and we will catch you guys soon. Be sure to check back for more content. Thanks.